Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today. Thank you once again for joining me. We just recently hit 250 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Excuse me, and I can encourage you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so and ring that bell for notifications so you can see every time I drop a new video, which is at least one a day. So today we're going to look at starships. Upgrades for starships, and here we've got a ton of them. But there's something missing here that we haven't installed yet. What might that be? We're looking at figurines. There are several figurines available, 6 of them altogether. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you how you get them, and then we'll move on from there. So we'll be right back. Alright, so first and foremost, you need to have access to the anomaly to be able to get these little bobbleheads for your ship. And the way you get them is you purchase them from the Quicksilver merchant over here. And if you don't have any Quicksilver, and you can tell if you have Quicksilver or not by looking in the upper left-hand corner of your inventory screen, it'll tell you how much you have. And if you don't have any, or if you need more, you don't have enough to buy them, well, you can do missions here at the Nexus, and the missions will tell you how much Quicksilver you can gain for just doing a simple mission. Daily missions will net you 400 Quicksilver, and a weekend mission will get you a full 1,800 just for one mission. So it takes a little time to build up and get it, but you know there's a daily opportunity to farm a little bit. If you have multiple accounts, each account that you have that you purchase something with Quicksilver on, that item will, or not accounts, but saves, I should say. That item will be available on every single other save you have. So if you buy, like for instance, this head that I have, any save I have has access to this head. All they have to do is pick it up from the Quicksilver agent. All right. So I do already own all of the bobbleheads. I don't really remember off the top of my head how much they cost. Can we talk to you? Yeah, I don't remember how much they cost overall, but they're a bit pricey. So when you go in here, I'll show you what to look for, and you can see how much they're going to cost for yourself. All right. So they are listed under. I think appearances. Yeah. All right. So you see them here under appearances. You got the Artemis, the Apollo, and the Null. Then you've got the Atlas, the Polo, and the Not a Figurine. So they're all in here. I've got them all. And what they are, if you're not sure what they are, and they are useful to some degree, some of them are at least, they are items that you can actually install on your ship. And some of them will affect stats, so we'll see which ones do that. We'll see how they work, and is there an adjacency bonus, and do they work also in the supercharged slots. So stick around. We're going to head back down to our little tropical hideaway and check it out. All right, we're back, and I did look it up. It is 3,200 Quicksilver per figurine, so they are immensely expensive. All right, so what we did is we went ahead and bought. I switched saves over to my little scrapper dude here, since he does this anyway for a living, and we went ahead and bought a crappy little explorer vessel here, so we can see, you know, exactly what's going on. To see, it's got all the basics here. I don't know if it has. It doesn't have a boosted slot at this time. Let me go ahead and get some slots for it, and we'll get them boosted up, and then I'll be right back. All right, we spent a few bucks to upgrade this puppy so that we did get a boosted slot in here. Okay, so as you can see, our different stats over here on the right hand side: 52.9 for damage, 182.7 for shield, 117.8 for hyperdrive, and 361.3 for maneuverability. So let's go ahead and install the first of these and see if it changes anything over there. So the first one we'll do is the Atlas figurine. And that one looks like, yeah, it affected the hyperdrive. So check it out. 117.8. We install it. Jumps it up to 176.2. If we move it, it doesn't do anything adjacent to the hyperdrive. And if we put it in a boosted slot, 190.8. So the Atlas figurine matches up nicely with the hyperdrive. So you see you get a little bit of a bump just from the figurine there, and you get even more so if you put it in the supercharged slot. And these things are cheap to install. I mean, they're real pricey. 3,200 Quicksilver is a lot. That's going to take you, you're going to get one a week roughly if you're pretty diligent with it. So yeah, they cost quite a bit. But to build them, 10 carbon, nothing, right? All right, let's look at this next one. And let's see what that did, if anything. So that one doesn't seem to have an impact on anything. We'll move it over into the boosted slot. So Artemis, womp, womp, womp. You're no good. All right, next up. We'll do Apollo. So Apollo doesn't appear to have done anything either. Yep, nothing with Apollo. All right, we'll bust him up, put him back in here, and we'll move on. And we'll do the Polo figure. And again, cheap, 10 carbon, done. This one looks like it affected maneuverability, I think. Yeah, so it didn't do a lot, right? Let's go ahead and reinstall it. So it bumps it up by about 5 on the maneuverability. It does not have an adjacency bonus with the pulse engine, but you get quite a bit more if you pop it in the supercharged slot. So that's not too bad. All right, let's pop that in there, move this over here. I'm just going to keep these kind of matched up with what they affect. That way it's a little easier later on. This thing we're going to, let's just go ahead and put that down there for now. All right. Next one we want to install is going to be, I guess, Nada, right? All right, Nada, what did you fix? So it doesn't look like Nada changed anything. Pop it over here again. Yeah, nothing on Nada. So we'll pop Nada away. And our last one to look at will be the Null figurine. So let's build that. And let's see if that one did anything. Shield strength. So we go from 165 to 176.8. So not a bad little jump in the shielding there. If we pop it over here, 179. It doesn't get as big of a bump as some of these other ones when you put it in there, but it does get something. 176.8. But again, no adjacency bonus. So you get a little bit of shield, you get a little bit of maneuverability, and you get a little bit of hyperdrive with these things. And then you get a bump up on them if you pop them in the supercharged slots. And let's move this over here real quick. And then once again, these guys, I don't see any changes on any of these. So the Artemis one, I guess these are just pure decorations, or if they do have some kind of bonus, they're not impacting anything that we have with the very, very basics of the ship. So there's that. I was hoping something would affect the photon cannon, which would be kind of nice. But apparently that's all you get out of these figures. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 18,000, and then what? 12, 19,200 to collect all of them. But if you want just the stat boosts, 3, 6, 9 plus 2, 4, 6, 9,600 to get these three here to improve your shield, your pulse engine, and your hyperdrive by just a little bit, And again, more in the supercharged slot. So this is on a basic, crappy C-class ship. We're going to go ahead and take a look. We'll go back to our main character, our main save, and we're going to go put them on our squid that's already beefed up and see what kind of impact it has on that. So we'll be right back. Alright, well, we are back. And we've got our beautiful squid ship down here, and we are ready to go ahead and install some of these new items on there. So let's go ahead and do it. First off, we're going to say we did what? Atlas, Polo, and Null were the 3, right? So let's go ahead and do the Atlas one first, which should give us more hyperdrive. And it did. And we'll just pull it out real quick so it's easier to see the change. 2329 drops to 2234. So almost 100 there. That's not bad. And again, there's no, you don't need to put it next to the rest of the hyperdrive stuff, so there's no real reason to put them anywhere other than wherever you want. If you got an open slot here or there, you can just fill them in with these things. All right, next up was Polo. And Polo, I believe, was maneuverability, right? Pop them out real quick. Yeah, 1048. And we can make him, whoops, helps if we install it, 1072.2. So just a little bit more, a little more beefed up. And the last one was the Null figurine, and there that one is. Let's build that one. Another 10 carbon down. And we can see the shield strength goes from 419.8 to 423. So a nice little bump up on that. And, just for the heck of it, we'll put the others in, even though they don't really do anything. Which is kind of cool to have. And now that we've got this larger... Well, look at that. Artemis and Polo feed off of each other. Maneuverability is 1092. Wait a minute. We got 4 useful ones. I am sorry, guys, so I'm glad we did this. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, maneuverability jumps with these 2 guys to 1092. And there's no adjacency bonus. Wait a minute. Do these guys feed off each other at all? No, they don't. Okay. So I'm going to move them around a little bit to see if we discovered something else there. So cool. So you got 4 of them that are useful. You can add the Artemis figure in there. Artemis and Polo. Do a little extra maneuverability. Atlas does the warp. And once again, Null does the shielding. And what's kind of cool is this, too. When you get inside your ship, you can actually see... I don't know if it only shows 1 or what. I don't really do the inside ship view, so we're going to have to switch to that. But yeah, you see a little Artemis, or the Atlas one over there on the left-hand side. Little bobblehead or whatever. That's really the only one I see. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be any others inside of here. So, okay, I wonder if we take that out, if a different one will appear. Let's go ahead and store that one real quick just to see. And, oh yeah, look at that. Polo appears. Okay, so you can have 1 displayed at any time, I guess, and that's it. Which is cool. I wonder if they override. Like, that's kind of an interesting thought. Let's take a look real quick and see if it overrides the Atlas or if it goes on like the oldest one in there. Yeah, the Polo. Okay, so the first one you install shows up on your ship, so you can go ahead and get whatever one you want to show there by installing that one first and then putting all the rest afterward. All right, perfect. Well, anyway, I just wanted to take a quick look at those things. And one other thing we'll show you real quick, too, is Starship trails are also available in the Anomaly. These range, I think, from 800 to 1200, roughly. And they come in a variety of colors. We got red ones, yellow ones, got the chromatic ones, the black one, the black tint, but it really looks purple, and then you got the green one. So I kind of liked getting those to match the colors of my ship to some degree, or at least close to matching them, you know. Green ship with the green trails, kind of neat looking. Go ahead and fly off into the sunset as we wrap this up, but thanks as always for joining me. I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications, and don't forget to leave a comment down below and a like on the video. Let me know if this helped you out at all, if you've bought those figures, or if you've been kind of holding off because you think they're just decorative items. That's what I thought for the longest time, and then my buddy Hobbit told me that one of them kind of impacts, I think it was the Polo one he mentioned, if I'm not mistaken, but he was telling me how it impacts your stats. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. So I focused on them for a little bit and saving up for those guys. So yeah, let me know what you think of the little figurines. You're going to put those in your ship, have little bobbleheads in there? That would be cool as hell. And if you haven't done so, share us on social media. It's appreciated. And once again, we're at 250 subs, and we're looking to get up to 500 before the end of the year. And I appreciate each and every one of you and all the help you give me daily. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.